next, I'd like to bring Ashley and her team back to the table. And if you'd like to, I can stop my screen share. And if you all want to have access to the screen, that's totally fine.
Well, I think that graphic's beautiful. Let's go ahead and leave that. Thanks, Ian. I
may have
appreciate
stolen
that.
that from your website.
Hey, it looks good. It looks good. I'm actually going to kick it over to Michelle Bento-Jackson and let her take it away.
Thanks, Ash. Thanks, Ian. Again, everybody, good morning. Michelle Bento-Jackson, the head women's basketball coach here, and also a member of our C committee, which C obviously stands for social equity and accountability. And first, just want to thank you for having us this morning. Thank you for playing the part that you have played to make our committee as successful as possible and providing resources for Tania and Marco, who you guys will hear from in a few minutes. And mostly I just wanted to share that, so our RC committee, we started up, I guess over a year ago now, right? Kind of during COVID. And it was originally founded just to create and foster an equitable and inclusive environment in our athletic department. We do have a center on campus, which is called the Social Justice Equity Inclusion Center, which is a huge part of our university. And we really felt that after having conversations, we felt it was important and beneficial to have kind of our own committee and our own group within our athletic department so we could provide for our, not just our student athletes, but our staff and coaches as well. And really just trying to get conversations going again around diversity, equity, and social justice, and to provide support and resources to everyone in our department, especially those that are underrepresented. We wanted to provide sources for them. And so we've just kind of spent this last year just having some student athletes of a variety of different sports join our committee meetings to kind of hear from them, get feedback from them, their needs, their desires. Again, collaborating with our center on campus. We really felt that there was a kind of a disconnect with our student athletes, just to be honest, just not being aware of what we have available on our campus to provide for them, whether it be the African American Center, the ITEP, LGBTQ, a variety of them that we have connected with and spoke to them all. And again, we're still kind of new, where there's about 7 of us now that are members. Committee members within the C group, but we're on Twitter, we're on Instagram. You can certainly follow us there. Really trying to just expand and brand ourselves so everyone can become much more aware. But obviously, just an extremely important committee. And again, we want to be here for everybody in our athletic department to give them the support and just kind of provide a safe space for everybody within our athletic department. So still kind of in its beginning stages, looking to grow and provide even more. But at this point, this is where we're at.
Can I jump in real quick, Michelle? Just a huge thank you to you guys. So not sure if membership knows, but you guys gave us the founding funds to create a scholarship. And so this scholarship you guys gave us $5,000 to found it, which is amazing. And now we got to grow it. And the goal is to give this scholarship out to 1 male, 1 female athlete per year based on their an essay that they write about social equity and accountability. And we kind of made it a discussion of their leadership and how they bring that to athletics. I think a lot of athletics scholarships focus a lot on their abilities, but they're here already. And our goal was to retain student athletes that bring leadership and understand the individual as well as their intersectionalities and support that in our department. And so Tania and Marco here, as we bring them in, represented that and received that scholarship this year. So you guys were the sponsor of this scholarship. And again, thank you so much. So why don't we go ahead and Tania, you want to speak first? Want to introduce yourself, let them know a little bit about you, maybe anything from your essay you might want to share?
Yeah, definitely. Thank you, Ashley. So I am a senior. I am a wildlife and a women's studies major here at Humboldt. My future, long-time dream is to become a wildlife rehabilitator. And I do see myself going into wildlife veterinary later on. I'm not going to rush into it. I plan to get experience first. but this scholarship helped me tremendously financially, alongside helping me like reflect. When I was writing this essay, I was like, what am I doing? What am I doing for social equity and accountability? And I just started writing, and I found it kind of easy, but at the same time, it was hard to reflect because I was like, I was just engaging with my internal self and seeing like how can I remove my ego and actually engage what I'm here for, which is to learn and to engage with the learning. And part of that was through the community clubs and organizations that I've been a part of. So at the start of the pandemic, I actually started a, I want to say like club, but it's not a club yet. I don't want to make it a club because it's kind of going to be like something else, something bigger. It's called Bigfoot News. So it started with Zoom, and we just started inviting people from HSU, so students. Me and another individual, we just wanted to empower students to actually learn about other things that are happening around the world. So we call it bursting your bubble, getting out of your comfort zone. So we talk about events that are happening around the world. We talk about things that are happening within our own community. Alongside that, I'm also part of Ciencia para Todos, which means science for all. And that helps communities around receive translation work. So I myself grew up in the education system where they just handed me English papers, and I was just a Spanish reader at the time. So it was very difficult for me to retain that knowledge. So being part of Ciencia para Todos is so meaningful to me because I'm over here translating all of the scientific work, and I'm like, okay, this is going to be really easy to retain for this child, because now they don't have to think in their head, what does this mean? How can I use my context clues to understand this? They can just see the words and then see the English paper and make connections through that. And I'm also part of Promotor X, which is another program on HSU's campus that basically just organizes to help with the community. Right now, we want to uplift Latinx voices. So we are formulating ideas at the moment to see in what ways we can do that. I'm also part of another program called CUNA and Cooperation Humboldt, and that's also working with the community here in Arcata. Right now, I'm actually planning an October event for the Latinx individuals here, planning like a haunted house. I'm planning to have local entrepreneurs that are all BIPOCs. That way they can have a space to be seen, be spotlit, and have their businesses grow. Just formulate a community, a united community, and that's actually what CUNA translates to in Spanish. So Comunidad Unida, Community United of Del Norte, Arcata. And I'm also working with Trinidad Coastal Land Trust with translation. So on Saturday, I'm actually going to the bird migration event to help lead a bunch of tours filled with Latinx individuals, and just help them realize that birds are awesome. And there's a variety of birds, and also helping them engage with like other types of events aside from just like being at home and being on the TV or your phone or whatever. And pointing out the river otters, pointing out other seabirds. It's going to be really fun. But that's just a little bit about me. Thank you so much.
All right, and Marco?
Hi, I'm Marco from Brazil. I'm a senior at HSU. This is actually my last semester, and I'm majoring in marketing with a minor in psychology. And after this, I'm looking to pursue soccer professionally. And yeah, I'd just like to say thanks for funding this. It's a great opportunity, I think, to get athletes involved and help start conversations that, you know, they generally do not naturally start. So yeah, thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Marco and Tania, for sharing about yourselves. And at this time, we just want to answer any questions that the membership might have for us.
Maggie's hand is up.
Yes, hi, thank you. I'm really excited to have you guys here and that this finally came to fruition, that we could get this started. We've been talking to Juan Jose about the event that you're doing on October 31st. And so I wondered if there was any way that, or any needs that you had in terms of volunteers, if any of our club members wanted to connect and help out with that event. Could you tell us maybe you know, how we might do that, or I can send you my contact information and you can let me know, because I know some of us would be happy to come out and do some of the, you know, heavy lifting or whatever stuff you need behind the scenes to help make it successful. And haunted houses are always fun, so anything we can do to help you with that. The question I had was whether the two of you would be willing to share your essays with us. And, you know, I know that they were personal and, you know, but you shared it with the scholarship team, and I was wondering if you would be willing to share them with us. And that was just my question. Thank you so much. You guys are great.
Yeah, so first of all, I would absolutely love volunteers. I'm actually trying to reach out to more individuals to help out with that. And I would definitely appreciate your contact. If you could give it to me, that would be so lovely. And I would definitely would like to share my essay with you. That would be no problem.
Fantastic. Ashley, would you mind making that connection? And we'll make sure to get the volunteer needs out to the club. John and Charlie, I see your hands up too.
Tania, do you have translation services available for businesses?
Yes, I actually have my own little business of translation, so I do work with other organizations to do that.
Great, we'll get in touch.
Awesome.
Really quick, just want to interject. Marco, would you be willing to share your essay?
Yeah.
I think we skipped over you. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Excellent. All right.
And Charlie, did you still have a question?
Yeah, I was just going to say this might be a great time to involve Interact. If the president wants to send her email, that's the high school Rotary Club, and I know they're looking for things to do and to volunteer in.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about contacting you all. So thank you.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much. You know, I don't know if you saw my grin just growing as you're both talking. It's just so enheartening and inspiring to see, you know, students coming either who grew up here or came from far away, just fully embracing and becoming part of our active community and in service. And it's just, thank you so much. So we're very happy to be a part of this scholarship. It's definitely worthwhile, and I'm glad it's benefited you too as well. Thank you for having reached out, Ashley. I'm glad you're here with your team.
Thank you for inviting us. And I will shamelessly say, if you guys want to donate as personal donors, you can find our website at HSU-JAX, and there's the C committee, and there's a link to donate to that. We will constantly need to be fundraising to make sure this can continue.
Good. Thank you so much.